I'm Joey Roberts reporting for T-60 here in Jarvis with the Tri-Captains, Conor Quinn, Tyler Berry, and Eric McGrath. We're going to get an outlook on the season. Guys, how does it feel that all the hard work put into the off-season, the preseason, and the regular season culminated into a perfect season?
Well, definitely, it was a long off-season, but everybody worked hard together. Feels good to, get all that hard work and then end up at 8-0 with a title. All those long days and the preseason tour-days, really, you're out there sweating and working towards that goal, and to get it just feels great.
Definitely a great feeling. Everyone, this whole team worked hard, all summer long, and then picking it up all season and staying up. That was key. We never got down. We had some huge wins. We could have just said, that's it, but we kept on pushing.
Yeah, I think it was a good testament to the way our season went. I had baseball. Both of these guys were abroad. Chris Koza, another senior leader, was abroad. So it was a great testament to the junior class and to some of the other seniors that were still here. Because, I've heard Coach Devaney say it numerous times, but this was the best off-season they've had in workouts since he's been around here. And that's a great testament to, the other guys, because none of us were really around that much. So that was very impressive, and I think that kind of set the precedent for our season.
I was at the game at Westland, and when the second streak came in, I hear Coach Devaney say, whenever they said something, like, that's a streak, that's a corner. And what do you know? It was a streak in a corner. What has the coaches meant to you guys a championship run?
Huge this year. We can go back to the Williams game, I think, and me and Tyler be able to tell you, and everyone on defense for that matter. Coach Devaney probably called out about 95% of the plays, and he was
from the sideline.
From the sideline.
If there was a screen coming, he almost called out every single one of them. So
he had us prepared for every formation. Plays coming out. We knew each week, based on formation, pretty much what they could run, what plays they ran out of each formation, and you got to go back to too. Maybe those wins in the last couple minutes of the game. It was pretty key that we had those 3 timeouts left, both against Tufts and against Hamilton. And that's coaching too. We know that in the second half, none of us are allowed to burn a timeout. Where first half, different story, but second half, you got to think, if we didn't have those 3 timeouts and the clock just runs,
could have been a
different story.
Absolutely. From the offensive standpoint, Coach Rourke and Coach Milninski and the entire offensive staff, they do a great job. I think a key to our staff is they do a great job of focusing on what we're good at, and they try to keep you comfortable and try to game plan towards our strengths and attacking the other team's weaknesses. And I think you saw it game in and game out. Some games we'd come out and throw the ball 20 times and run it down their throat, and sometimes we'd come out first drive and go 5 wide, and it all depended from game to game. So it's a great testament to the coaches. I think we got the best staff in the league, no doubt.
No doubt. The work they put in, breaking down film. We go to meetings, personally with Coach Lou, my linebacker coach. All the other guys have their positional coaches. They're working hard, behind the scenes. A lot of people don't see that.
Individually, take us through your highlight of the season. Your one play, maybe one moment, a drive, tackle out or not.
Highlight of the season. We had a lot of them this year with all those close games. A big play for me personally was the pick against Williams on the first play from scrimmage. Kind of, they had a big return, kind of a momentum killer for us coming out. You're fired up, you're playing Williams Trinity game, and got a pick right there. And hopefully set the tone for the rest of the game, although we were down 17-7 at the half. But, a lot of big plays this year, a lot of good team plays too. We found, a lot of guys. You break down film on Monday morning, there's 11 hats on the ball on defense, and that's the best thing. Defensive play is real aggressive, and it's a W that way.
Yeah, there's quite a few, like you said. A couple moments that stick out. I'd say for the team, Sam Veering returning that kick against Middlebury. They had just scored. We were on the ropes. He comes back and basically wins the game right there. And just the feeling, the whole team was just kind of in awe, but at the same time, we're going to win this game. And a couple other games, just Amherst game, actually, clinching the title, and then obviously walking off my last play as a Trinity College football player over at Wesleyan.
That's awesome.
Means a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of highlights. I remember Arlie Blake breaking off a couple huge runs. Those are some of the big plays that stand out. Personally, the Tufts play at the end there, at the end of overtime, obviously stands
Broke
out.
out 14 tackles.
The whole drive, that was something special, and it comes down to an entire group of guys making plays at the right time, and we were one of those teams when someone had to make a play, like you said, Sam Varing or his big pick, in the end zone against Amherst, whatever it was, guys made plays at the right time, and that's key to a championship run, and that's why we're where we're at.
And then, just individually, what's life after football for you Thursday?
First, we're going to focus on graduating. Get through the next couple semesters here. Well, one semester. This semester, then the spring. Then, I thought a lot of different things. I thought of, maybe making it to law school. We'll see. I'd like to get out there and work first and figure out, get out into the workforce and see what that's all about. See what the real world has to offer, and then, law school, business school, hopefully,
Same boat. Instead of watching film, maybe get over to career services a little bit. But just really see what there's to offer. Obviously put a little work into feeling things out, but definitely some sort of graduate school, law school. I haven't ruled that out. So definitely some further education.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure. Any of you alumni that check out TSPN, don't forget about number 5. We'll be coming to the job market real quick, and I'm going to need a job. But, I actually met with Coach Devaney and Coach Decker today, and I'm going to get going on an internship and getting career services. And, I think there's a good network of former football players and, more importantly, just Trinity people that are out there and are willing to help. And, I always hear that teams that win usually get taken care of, so we'll see how true that really is.
And then finally, it's never too early for a TSPN preview. What are we looking for next year to make another championship run? What do we got?
There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent left on both sides of the ball. Me and Todd talked about this the other night. Defensively, you got guys coming back like Matt Allen, Ben Sherry, Harold Smith is coming back, Marinelli. D linemen, there's got to be 6 D linemen that are good enough to play right away. Chooks and Kyle and all those guys. And then offensively, you got Ollie coming back. He's the real deal.
Yeah.
You got some guys on the line. You're gonna need a quarterback, got wide receivers, and Cortina coming back after the injury. Obviously, Galligan has established himself as a go-to guy, and they're gonna be talented. I'll tell you that. If they work hard. Work hard in the off season. They're going to be good.
Definitely, I'd have to agree. I think we had 14 all-league players, and I think most of them are returners, are going to be returning. So, it's pretty promising. So things are. I think they'll be just fine. Excited to come back and check them out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're realistic, have a chance to win the league. Obviously there's going to be some holes to fill. But I think the sky's the limit. Like we already talked about, the coaching staff will do a good job. They'll continue to bring in good players, and it feels very satisfying to leave the program. Although it's somewhat sad to leave it and know that Trinity football is alive and well. Makes you feel pretty good about moving on.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a rebuilding year, right, guys?
Yep, this year it's supposed to be a rebuilder. So
rebuild us another ring.
yep.
Exactly. You heard it from the 3 captains. It was a great year this year. They're looking forward to next year. Signing off from TSPN, I'm Joey Roberts.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.